Hey everybody, watch out because I'm about to drop a major truth bomb. And we are going to get smart today. I've got some information for you. And I've got to give credit where credit is due. Sway Guevara really unlocked a piece of this puzzle for me. And along with what the stuff I was already researching, I've unlocked something in my, to me, I have. If you're like beyond the realms of awakeness and you already know all this stuff, then so be it. But most people don't know this stuff. So here we go. So everything that happened with Epstein, I'm gonna relate what happened with Epstein, well, you'll see. But this relates to targeted individuals and activists and stuff too. Okay, so this guy related to this PROMIS software, which was basically a DOJ software to track people. So Michael, I can't even say his name, Riconoscuto, a computer programmer and chemist who surfs the spooky fringe of the guns and money crowd, is currently serving a federal prison sentence for drug crimes. From his jail cell, he has given several interviews claiming knowledge of N's Law and the October surprise. He also claims his jail term is the DOJ's way of punishing him for his knowledge. Much of what he claims cannot be verified. Other statements have failed to be verified conclusively. But prior to his arrest in 1991, Riconoscuto provided the Hamiltons with an affidavit that once again brought Brian into the Inslaw picture. I engaged in some software development and modification work in 1983 and 84 on proprietary PROMIS computer software product, he stated. The copy of PROMIS on which I worked came from the U.S. Department of Justice. Earl W. Bryan made it available to me through Wackenhut, a security company with close FBI and CIA connections. After acquiring it from Peter Vinenieks, who was then a Department of Justice contracting official with the responsibility for PROMIS software, I performed the modifications to PROMIS in Indio, California, Silver Springs, Maryland, and Miami, Florida. Very interesting. There's a lot more info here, but I'm going to move on. So isn't that interesting? And this is actually this is related to there's a the court in India. I'm just relating the DOJ involvement here. Okay, now this article is just talking about the latest story surrounding Israeli surveillance tech firms being hired by strongmen to coerce dissidents into silence involved Saudi Arabia, the now notorious inventors of the Pegasus spyware. So Pegasus spyware is the what the PROMIS software developed into. It's one of the softwares it developed into, I should say. The NSO group was reportedly hired by Saudi to hack the phones of prominent Saudi critics, including Jamal Khashoggi. Ugh, Khashoggi, that poor guy. Okay, moving on. All right, so this was about, yeah, so did you guys know that our a lot of our chiefs of police are trained in Israel? And they what's happening is they're trained by the IDF, which is the most like dangerous psychotic force out there. They're insane. and they murdered children and stuff. So and I'm not just saying that, that's a fact. So, you know, as many militaries do, of course. So says, as for the increase in police brutality within the United States, I think this definitely can be pointed towards the Israeli training that the Department of Homeland Security is giving all the American police officers. And they're talking about how a police officer like slammed some like young girl onto the sidewalk or something like that. And I've seen stuff like that. It's like they'll slam some young girl face first on the concrete and like break all her teeth out. All right, moving on. So are you starting to see the connections here? All right, so then we have Mossad Gate. This is from Mossad Gate. Mossad, Prism, Variant, Naris, Nice, Amdocs Unit 8200. I mean, did all these come from the PROMIS software? I mean, maybe, but let's see. But this relates to TIs because all these are being used for organized stalking, in my opinion. And I think there's a lot of evidence too. Okay, so that's probably all that was on here, really. It's just showing all the companies. The NSA leaving data harvesting, data mining, and data milling activity to the Mossad is leaving a fox guarding a hen house. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's just talking about the NSA. Probably many people were killed to keep the secret. Unit 8200 corporation, excuse me. No, 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 no. Okay, yeah. It's just this is the whole system right here. It's all Israeli connected. Okay, now this is where we connect with Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was boyfriend or whatever with Ghislaine Maxwell, the daughter of the known Israeli spy Robert Maxwell. He was a media titan, but he was also an Israeli spy. I think he was a spy for other countries too, but you know, the CIA might have even been involved. And so moving on. So there's Ghislaine Maxwell with Jeffrey Epstein. That proves that they knew each other. And this is just showing the relationship between Zionism and Freemasonry. Okay, very interrelated. And and this is not meant to pick on any one group of people, because it's like I'm not an idiot. I understand like 99% of people are poor and have nothing to do with the shenanigans that go on. So it's just the elites that are doing this. They're this is like basically the New World Order. They're controlling the world this way. And I know there's other influences into Freemasonry too, but I know like the Talmud and Kabbalah relates to all this. And also the NSA is in Utah. There you have the Mormon Church, which is really heavily influenced by Freemasonry, like many churches are. I'm not trying to single them out. They just happen to be the area of opportunity, maybe. Okay, I don't know if the last part of the video caught me talking about how the NSA is in Utah. Mormonism is heavily influenced by Freemasonry, so is Judaism. Uh, that and it all goes back and forth. But what I was saying was that like most churches are influenced by Freemasonry. I'm not trying to pick on people. That the 99% of us are in the same boat. It's just the top elite that are doing all these shenanigans on the rest of us. So that there it is. That's the connection between surveillance tech, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell. Get smart. Maxwell smart. I'd also like to add that, it's like you think about how ironic it is with the whole Epstein arrest and everybody's cheering and yeah, I agree, it's a good thing to arrest the trafficker. Yeah, but the here's the problem is that all the high level perpetrators that will never be implicated because it's all a big business deal. Imagine how horrible that is. Plus, think about it. The NSA has the ability to catch all these people and, the other intelligence agencies or whatever they are. They have the ability to catch all these people. They have the technology. So why are they using that technology instead to protect these people and to murder the ones who are telling the truth? Because I would really like to know. I would really like to know the answer to that question.